really good. I'll put it that way. It's been challenging also. Straight away I got on and loved it, but the track that time of year is also, you know, it's blown over a little bit, so there's not as many lines on the track, so not anything's going to feel good. You can't say that, but the track is definitely easier, so the bike's going to, you know, come easier. But the closer we got to the race, the more people down the track. We found a few just little challenges really with just everything all around the frame and the new suspension, but I'm really happy. So a lot of work for Scotty and myself, but I think at the end of the day it's going to be really good. The engine is great. We haven't touched a thing since I first rode it with that, so it's just mainly been chassis and suspension work, and I'm really happy. I just feel you can never be too prepared for it. It's one of those races that the more you know the track, I guess, the more it helps. It's not all about holding it flat stick and not backing off, but at the same time it is in a way. The more times you back off, the more times you slow down, and you lose momentum. So if you can know the track well and know where to ride it and where it's smooth and where it's got sketchy edges that you could come across, that's the most important thing. It's just knowing the track. So the more times you can be in Alice pre-running, the better. I guess at the same time, the more times you're down the track, the more risk there is of crashing. So, but you just got to figure that you can crash anywhere, whether you're at home training for Hatter or training for Finke, or you're just having a play ride. It can happen at any time. So I just think it's one of those races that, yeah, the more time you can be on track learning it, the better. So yeah, it's tough, but I love it. We don't know yet. No. A lot, I think. I know, very good. Has been for a long time. It took him, I believe, 10 or so years to win it, so that just proves it's one bloody hard race to win. So it's gonna take a near perfect weekend to do it, I think. He's gonna be on his game. His cousin Liam's gonna be on his game. Corey McMahon, multiple names are gonna be on their game. And there's going to be guys that whether they're first timers or guys that are outside the top 10 that had dramas last year that could be up the front too. So you just never know. But to beat Walshy is going to be tough. But I'd love to just make him work for it again. And if we can be up there with him, and who knows, it'll be good. So I can't wait. The importance of getting on the race bike as early as you can is just, I like to run in the frame. So they're a brand new bike. It's built to race. It's got everything on it that we've spent all year testing and trying on the practice bike. So everything we like off the practice bike goes onto the race bike for its final trim. I like to bed it in and try and get sort of 5 hours on it until it feels kind of like a practice bike, I guess you'd say, but it's still fresh like a race bike. So that's what I like to do, and then I'll ride it this weekend, which is 4 weeks out from the race. Bed it all in, take it home, go over it, make sure nothing's coming loose and everything's perfect. We'll come back race week, maybe ride it one more time, and then sit it aside, and it's ready to race. So it'd be good. Yeah, the race bike, really good. Scotty got it up here Friday night, and we ran out to the track down to Deep Well Saturday sort of lunchtime, and just ran it in and got sort of set up. That was the main thing, just getting comfortable as quick as we could, and made sure suspension and deck pegs and all the little 1%ers just felt the same as what I've been riding. And yeah, so I spent a couple of hours doing that, and then rode it back in from Deep Well, and that was good. Everything went well, and then we went into it down and back Sunday, and that was really good. Had a great run down, and felt as comfortable as ever, which was great. And then just sort of brought it home, and and yeah, everything's great. No dramas with the bike and no dramas with myself. So now let's just get to the race. I reckon the track is very, I'd say it's rough. Some people mightn't, say that, but I reckon it's rough. From the last few years, anyway, it's coming along. So more traffic down it between now and the race, it'll only get rougher too. And I think that should suit me, being bigger and whatnot. I like that in the whoops. When they get big, I feel like I excel well. So hopefully it keeps that way, and it doesn't look like they're going to do too much grading. The rain this year haven't really done any washouts or anything, so the track's all rideable. So I think they'll probably be leaving it. That'll be really good. So look forward to that. Time to beat this year is going to be interesting. Just going off pre-running, I don't know, it's weird. I feel like I'm riding better than I was last year, so it's hard to tell. I guess, without saying too much, I'm similar to somewhere near last year, but I feel like the track's rougher, and I feel faster. So I don't know. I reckon it's hard to say because race day is always tougher, but I still think it's gonna maybe be under hour 50. I think Walshy was an hour 46, I believe, last year on the way down. I was an hour 48, so I reckon it still maybe might be in the high 40s, low 50s. I would have thought that would be in the 50s. That's my thoughts, just on the way the track is. But the way everyone's riding and how hard we're pushing, it wouldn't surprise me to see the leader or the top couple maybe inside that hour 50. So it's going to be good. It's still fast, but it's rough, so it's going to be tough. What I hate about the lead up to Finke, just waiting around. I just feel like it's such a big build up to the same thing we do during the week. It's just realistically, it's just a run to Finke and a run back. So it's such a big height, but you just sort of got to try, and it's so hard to do. But last year I felt like I doubled it well. You just treat it like a pre-run, but a high intensity one. So it's just trying to block out all the the talk around the town and who's doing what, and there's always talk of they changed this or they changed that, or his bike's faster, your bike's not, and whatever. So it's just, that's kind of like frustrating. You just if you feel good, you just want to get to the race, and maybe sometimes if you don't feel good, you could feel like you're off or whatnot. But I think we're in a good spot, so that's cool. And yeah, what I love about the week lead up is just everyone that comes to town. Either racing a bike, or you're in a buggy or a trophy truck, or even people just coming to watch. It's cool. The town's buzzing, so it's always cool. And even just going for whether it's a cruisy pre-run or a fast one in the week lead up, it's cool. There's people watching down the track, and they love it. So it's a great fun week. A little bit of treat yourself, Naughty boy, but well deserved. I did get a medium. Well deserved. Better than beer. I don't drink. Quarter pounder with chips.
I'm the chippy monster.